Series tied 1-1. It becomes a best of 5 between Edmonton and Los Angeles. Now, Wednesday's victory checked off a lot of boxes for Jay Woodcroft and his club. Another strong performance on the special teams. A strong effort led by the team's physicality, and a great comeback effort between the Pipes, with Mike Smith picking up his 5th career Stanley Cup playoff shutout. They look to put it all together again tonight here in Game 3 in Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena, and that's where we bring you to the live Oilers TV pregame show. I'm your host, Tony Barr. Grab a cup of coffee as we tee up tonight's action. We're going to get some live reaction from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Zack Kassian, and head coach Jay Woodcroft. Stay tuned, just a few moments. Zach, obviously it was a physical effort for you guys last game. You led the way with 6 hit. Just maybe talk about the game in general and how much you guys were able to kind of tilt the ice in your favor once you guys got that part of your game going.
Yeah, I think it was a good bounce-back game for us. We didn't play the way we wanted to. In the first game, I thought we responded really well. Our special teams were good. Our 5-on-5, like you mentioned, our physicality picked up a little bit. But that game's done now. We're going into obviously a hostile building. They're going to be coming out. Obviously, they didn't get the result they wanted, so we have to make sure we're ready to go right off the start here.
Can you talk about your team's work on the special teams and how much of a difference that's been in this series up to date?
Yeah, it's huge. I think if you were to ask me before the series if there'd be this many penalties called, I'd probably say no. But you need good special teams to be good in the playoffs, and I think we're off to a great start. Our PK's been great. Our power play scored timely goals. So if we're going to have success in the playoffs, especially down the road here, we're going to need that to continue.
Zach, you talked about this being a hostile building. There was obviously a lot of emotion in the first game, and a lot of boisterous fans back in Edmonton. What did you guys learn from those 2 games about managing those emotions and the crowd?
Yeah, it's very important. I think the home crowd can work with you, but they can work against you if you're taking undisciplined penalties and whatnot. But I think we managed that very well in the second. But we know just as much as the Kings know, they're coming home, they're excited to play in front of their fans. They're going to have an extra jump in their step. We expect them to be more physical, but we're ready for it. We're excited to get Game 3 on the go here.
Do you feel that your game is kind of suited for this time of year, that Zack Kassian hockey is kind of exactly what the team would want in the playoff series?
Well, yeah, it's fun. I think any player will tell you it's a lot more fun than the regular season. I'm not saying the regular season isn't fun, but who doesn't like playing in front of packed houses? It's rowdy, it's fun, and you have a chance to win the cup. I think that's why we all play. It's pretty easy to get up for playoff games.
Sorry, Matt.
You done?
This is Matt Mongo.
You guys are a good bounce back team. Like if you lose a game, you tend to bounce back really well. A bit of a different quality when you win to like not get too high and to come back and put another good effort. How would you say your team does following up success?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's very important, especially in the playoffs. You got to flush games. I think we enjoyed in Game 2. We enjoyed it a little bit after the game, but the next day we were back to business. Obviously, one game doesn't win you a series. We expect a long series. We said that after Game 1. We said the same thing after Game 2, and we're ready to go, and we're very focused and ready to put the next step forward at the next task in hand.
Colin says, I'm going to go enjoy this for about the next 10 or 15 minutes. Is that the same in the room? Is that the same message he sends to you guys? And what does that 10 or 15 minutes look like as a group?
Yeah, I think that's fair statement. I think it's fun. You work so hard. You watch the games and around the whole league. It's intense. It's physical. It's physically draining. It's mentally draining. So when you finally win a game, you want to celebrate as a team together. And I think it's nice to just talk about the game, the good things you did, the bad things you did, and I think that's a fair enough statement. 10, 15 minutes. Enjoy a nice meal after the game when you wake up. From last night, you're ready to go, and you're not thinking about the last one.
They always say that you can't play 82 games at a playoff pace during the regular season because nobody would survive. But you do that in the playoffs. So is physicality and guys who take the body a lot, can they make more of an impact at this time of the year?
I think they definitely can. I think if you look around the league, I think even skill guys are being more physical. You don't see that in the regular season. I think it's just the way the playoffs are. Everyone is so dedicated to the details in the game that you're going to need it from the top part of your lineup, the bottom part of your lineup. You're going to need players to come in at different times. The playoffs are a hard time of year. You're going to need different players to step up at different times, but the physicality is something that has been in the playoffs for a very long time, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Give credit to those arena staff. They were holding on to those nets pretty tight there for about 10 minutes, at the start of practice.
Yeah,
giving them up?
Yeah, it was. It is what it is. I think we went through it a few times 3 or 4 years ago when we were in San Jose. It is what it is. It's the game within the game. It's fun. Just wait it out and knew they were coming on eventually.
Were you having a laugh with them? Like they're just doing their job, so what they're told to do or whatever.
No,
Like,
exactly.
having a
Yeah,
laugh with them?
it's their arena. They can do what they want. You knew the lights were going to come on eventually. I don't think they forget to pay that bill in this building. There's something in this rink every night, so near they're going to come on. Yep.
Nice little bridge. And there was Oilers forward Zack Kassian, who led the way physically for the Oilers, had 6 hits in that game. And I'm actually going to wrap up myself as we have Jay Woodcroft to my left, starting here at Crypto.com Arena.
I guess lights not on, net's not ready to go. Is that one of those things?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a non-issue. We're scheduled to go on at 11:30. We had a good skate and ready to go for game number 3.
Kind of funny though.
Sure.
Jay, just a comment on the physicality. I know you guys talked about it in the last couple of days, but in the micro, obviously there's a sense of urgency of getting that done. But in the macro, maybe a little bit of patience because what kind of dividends that could pay for you down the stretch in the series.
Yeah, I think when you go into a playoff series, you almost look at it like investing into a bank account, and every play matters. And any time that you can make a physical investment, I think it pays off or accrues over the length of a series. And for me, we had some good signs over the first 2 games. We're going to have to continue to do that here in Game 3. We expect a fast and physical game, and we're excited for it.
How does the dynamic shift with them having last change? We all know and are watching what happens with the centers and such. You've said you don't want to let anyone else dictate the way you use certain guys. So
Yeah.
In your mind, does it shift much?
No, I think we got a lot of good players that I feel good about putting on the ice. And realistically, when you're playing on the road, the home team gets to put the last people on the ice. So for us, we're just going to continue to stay within our rhythm, not worry about anybody else, and just do our thing.
In a way, are you sending a message to a guy if every time someone else hops over the boards, you tell them they got to come to the bench? Like, it's a bit of messaging from the coach that, we would rather have you here or there. So just pushing through also sends a message?
Well, yeah, I think we have a strong sense of belief in our players and in our players' ability to get the job done. And we think we're a deep team. I feel good when anyone that we dress is on the ice, and I think they can play against anybody.
How much does that help at this time of year, Jay? Because the games are so heavy, so fast that you can roll your lines and not have to worry about a matchup game.
Yeah, I think the big thing for us is that we understand that we're operating in a dynamic environment, not a static environment, and the perfect plan is never executed. But we got a bunch of really, really good hockey players, and for a coaching staff to have those players at our disposal, it's comforting for us. It's a positive thing for our coaching staff to have so many good players to put on the ice. Now, saying that, the other team does good stuff too. We expect problems, but we know we have the people in our room to be able to overcome whatever gets thrown at us.
Jay, I apologize for your yeses, but yes, yesterday, trying to get down here and everything. Call that like a necessary evil, just to make sure everyone can play?
I thought we had a great day yesterday. Yeah, very good travel day, and the California sunshine kind of freshens everybody's perspective up. And had a good skate this morning. We're ready to go. Good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Moj, are we doing?
Fun to get out to the practice rink in darkness with no nets. Is that?
Yeah, they definitely had us right on 11:30 until they put the lights on for us. But all good. We were just going for a couple laps before getting the pucks out.
Kind of playoff gamesmanship, I suppose. Hey, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's the rules or what it is, but definitely we had to wait, which is fine. That's usually when we start, anyways.
How much does your power play just give your group confidence when it's running the way it is right now, and knowing that you can lean on it in games?
Well, I mean, we definitely try to give us momentum and try to give us the confidence to spill into our 5-on-5 game. And thought the first two games have done a pretty good job of that, and it really just comes down to the battle level. And whether you score or not, you want to create chances and win battles and build that momentum. So I thought, like I said, the last two games done a good job of that, and I got to keep that going.
Not only the power play, but also the penalty kill. You guys are perfect 8 for 8 so far, and how much that's kind of built momentum for you guys as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's something that we've been working on all year, trying to get better and better. And special teams are so important in playoffs, and it's one penalty kill here, one power play goal there, and that can be the difference in a game. So we know that. We've learned from that in the past, and obviously we want to keep taking steps in the right direction. But so far we've done a good job, but obviously the job's not done.
A big positive for you guys in Game 2, especially in the second period, was your physicality. Can you talk about the long-term effects that could have on a team as you guys continue to wear them down, and what that can do for you guys in terms of opportunities moving forward?
Yeah, well, I mean, you want to play every team physical and make it a tough night on their D-men, turn for pucks, going back, knowing that they're going to get finished. And I mean, that wears teams down, that wears individuals down. So that was our mindset last game, and it was a good response for us after Game 1, and we have to have that same mindset tonight.
How much does Derek Ryan help you, just in giving you a little bit of flexibility to not have to take as many draws and to have another sentiment on that line?
Yeah, I mean, he thinks the game so well, and he's always in the right position. If I ever find myself out of position, or if I'm not first back into the D zone, I mean, I have tons of confidence in him to be able to go down there and defend well. And he's been doing it for a long time, and he obviously is a very smart player. And like I said, he's just puts himself in the right positions and makes the plays that needs to be made.
Yesterday, obviously, doesn't sound like the greatest day, but in terms of getting down here, probably necessary evil. Just being able to make sure everyone's okay and getting down here okay.
Yeah, I mean, we knew what we were getting into, and a bit of an extended day, but we got in fine time to have dinner and relax a little bit. So. Yeah, I mean, we knew what was happening, so there will be definitely no excuses.
Thanks, Ryan.
Okay.
Thanks, Ryan. And there was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Now going back to the earlier comment on Zack Kassian, he led the way in the physicality department with 6 hits in Game 2. Josh Archibald was excellent as well, 5 hits for him. And then Connor McDavid, Evander Kane, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Kyler Yamamoto all with 4 each in that 6-0 victories. Now, when it comes to head coach Jay Woodcroft's lineup, no lineup changes of note for Game 3. We're going to see the exact same lineup we saw 48 hours ago. As for LA, Quentin Byfield is out. Rasmus Kupari is in. So that's the only lineup change. Victor Arvidsson continues to remain out, as Todd McClellan said. He is dealing with a lower body injury this morning. All right, we're all set for game number 3. Keep it locked in on EdmontonOilers.com and Oilers TV with the pregame report, all of our Oilers Today pregame coverage, and of course, right back here for tonight's live post-game show. I'm Tony Barr signing out from Crypto.com Arena. Enjoy tonight's action.